I'm going to be quick, but Nintendo, what the hell is going on with game keycards? We just got the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, and it wasn't the best Direct ever, but it had a few games here and there that I was actually very interested in. But then you take a look at the boxes. Yeah, for some reason it is all game keycards. These are all the games that feature game keycards, and they are just disgusting. They look awful. And that's the thing, they look bad. They look like cartridges, but instead of having the actual game in the keycard, you put it on the Nintendo Switch 2 and it automatically downloads the game. So why is this such a big deal? Besides making the boxes look horrible, since the keycard does not have any data, you are using your console storage for a full game. So you're wasting memory space and it fills up quick. And my biggest problem, yes, I am a collector, as you can see, is in 20 years from now, when the Nintendo Switch 2 becomes a retro console, and I want to play a game that only has a game keycard version. There's no way to know if the Nintendo Switch servers are still going to be operational. That means that there's no way to know that even if you put the game keycard inside the console, if it's even going to download since the servers are no longer functional. And that game is lost forever. There's no other way to play that game. So for game preservation, game keycards are very, very bad. And this issue has really stopped me from getting games or planning on getting them on other consoles, like Little Nightmares 3, Hogwarts Legacy, Star Wars Outlaws, Sonic X Shadows. I've been meaning on getting these games for the Nintendo Switch 2, but with game keycards, I'm considering either buying them for the PS5 or not getting them at all. But why? Why is this happening? I love Nintendo's products, but I do not love the Nintendo company because of stupid decisions like this one. Because we're seeing games that the Switch 1 has the cartridge and the Nintendo Switch 2 is a game keycard. Why? The Nintendo Switch 1, Nintendo manufactured the cartridge, right? And this came with different sizes, so you have 1GB, 4GB, 6, 12, 32, 24, I don't know the exact numbers, but it got up onto 64. So the developers could choose different cartridges, each cartridge had a different price. Right? So if a game is actually small and it only requires, I don't know, 6GB, you could buy the 6GB cartridge and spend less money manufacturing the physical version. If the game was huge, they could buy the 64GB cartridge. Yes, they will spend more, but these are usually bigger games that they know are going to sell well. My point is, developers have options. Depending on how big the game is how much they will spend on the physical version whenever they are manufacturing it. The problem with the Nintendo Switch 2 is that Nintendo has limited those options, basically erasing everything. So you have the 64GB one and the game keycard. Those are the two available options when it comes to developing Nintendo Switch 2 physical games. And the 64GB one costs $17. So companies, whenever they are manufacturing a physical game, it costs them $17 to make a single cartridge. If they sell bad, they are actually losing a lot of money. So by consequence, developers go to the game keycards since they cost like a cent, 2 cents, 10 cents, something around that area. It is way cheaper, but this is affecting Nintendo Switch 2 game sales. Because again, I do not want to buy a game keycard, and this is all thanks to Nintendo for some stupid reason that I cannot even comprehend. Why are you doing game keycards? It is very sad to see how 90% of the games shown in the partner showcase are game keycards. It really kills the hype, and on the Nintendo Switch 2 launch, all the games that were game keycards flopped. They flopped hard. People do not want to buy game keycards. Nintendo, wake up! They are already sending surveys in Japan regarding the game keycards, so we need to keep pushing them to be eliminated. This solution to stop game keycards is for Nintendo to release different sized cartridges. Your game is small, here's a 6GB card. Your game is kinda big but not 64GB big, here's a 32GB card. Just do what you were doing with the Switch 1, which was great. Just keep doing it. It helps preserve the games more, it gives more incentive to buy for the Nintendo Switch 2, because I am not going to buy a single game keycard. And if I really want to play the game, I'm gonna get it on the PS5. So yeah, what do you think? What do you believe? Do you like game keycards? Do you want game keycards to disappear? Be sure to tell me in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time. See ya, bye bye.